What's up, guys? Daniel here. Welcome to my The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 6 spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Also, quick reminder, if you guys are new to my channel, I do my weekly reactions, episode reactions to The Walking Dead. If you want to see my reaction to this Tara-centric episode, it'll be in the description down below. So we begin the episode with Tara washing up on the shore unconscious. This teenage girl named Sydney ends up finding her, leaving her water, food, a backpack full of goodies, and a spear. Now, Tara was faking, like being all knocked out and everything because, she don't know who's dragging her to the side. So Sydney ends up going into the woods and Tara ends up following her. There is a village of no men, this little community. It is called the Oceanside Community, which is going to be very important in the upcoming seasons between Kingdom, Hilltop, Alexandria, and the Saviors. So she's shot at because she's, intruder, you gotta get them, right? So she's shot at, she's handcuffed, and she's questioned. She eats dinner, and there's a flashback where she's on the bridge with Heath, and they're fighting these dusty walkers. Not the Whisperers. I know a lot of people thought they were I thought they were the Whisperers, like, before in the previews. I'm like, but it's too early, man. It's too early to show the Whispers. That wasn't the Whisperers, so it was really cool, man. This is probably my favorite. The walkers out of this episode are my favorite out of this season so far. Anyway, she gets separated from Heath. She falls into the river, or, lake down below, or ocean, and Heath ends up running like a coward. That he is. But the actor's doing 24 Legacy, so I heard that they're just keeping him missing for right now. They should have just killed him off. I mean, no harm, no foul. Just kill him off. So Heath ends up leaving. They're separated. Tara talks about Alexandria and talks about the Saviors. Now, the Oceanside community does know, and they are aware about the Saviors because the Saviors killed all their men, their hubbies, their daddies. Now, anyway, the trees, she tries to escape. Tara tries to, run because they're going to go help her get to the bridge, but then she ends up not trusting them, so she runs. Sydney ends up helping her, and Heath is gone. Like I said, he's missing right now. She is back in Alexandria. She finds out about Denise and Glenn and Abraham, so she cries on the floor, crying about, like, God damn, they shouldn't have gave me this episode. Why did they waste an episode on me, man? They shouldn't have done it. They should have put it on Rick, on Negan. They should have done it on somebody else. They wasted an hour on me. Oh, God. Yeah, I know you're feeling, Tara. Tara actually getting an episode of her own. I mean, I don't hate Elena Masterson, but you would have told me, if you would have told me like a year or 2 years ago, Tara's going to get an episode of her own, I wouldn't have believed you. It's the sad world we live in nowadays, man. Anyway, now on to the pros and cons. It's already bad enough that Maggie got her own episode last week. And let me get something straight real quick. People, I've read on Facebook everywhere and Instagram, like, all the haters, The Walking Dead, you don't like this episode. Like, oh, you just expect action and action and action and action. No one ever told me that because I never commented on the stuff. But I'm saying, I was looking at it and I was thinking to myself, I'm a Walking Dead. I've been watching since the beginning. I keep on watching. If I wasn't a fan, I wouldn't be watching. I wouldn't be wasting my time. I watch all the episodes thoroughly. I don't skip anything. Listen, this happens. There are episodes that are not good. And it happens. It's in Season 3, Season 4. There are the good episodes. There are the great episodes. And then there are those episodes that... Where do we get from point A to point B? Listen, Oceanside community, important. Yes, we met them. You could have done that within 25 minutes. You didn't have to. There was no talking, like just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. Talk, get it in there and go. And Tara, when she heard about Denise, we didn't even get to see her reaction. She was crying on the floor, but we didn't get to see her reaction. We didn't get to see her reaction to Glenn and Abraham of the news. Like, Eugene was, like, crying. No, I want to see a full reaction. I want to see her, crying. Like, not just on the floor already. No, you should have showed, like, Eugene saying it. She don't know that Glenn and Abraham are dead when he does. Nothing like that. See, they should have done a full reaction to the deaths. And about Maggie's, like, I know it may sound, like, really bad or anything. No, I think it was okay last week. I like Maggie. But Tara, listen... I like Elena Masterson. She's cool, but the little one-liner she does in here, I don't know if that's improv or if that's scripted, I don't care for the one-liners. I don't. It wasn't even funny. The jokes in here, Heath running away like a little coward. He has a weapon in hand. What's the point of having a weapon in hand if you're not going to use it? He never even used it once. You have a weapon in hand. Hit them. I don't understand why they hit him. Boom. But if Tyrese was there with a hammer, he'd hit all of them. What are you doing? So what I saw online was people saying, you guys just think action should be in every episode. And there was action in this episode. It was great. The action was really good. The walkers were awesome. They are my favorite walkers out of the dusty walkers and everything, and the sand coming out. Those were the best. Literally cracked open and there was no liquid or nothing. Just full on dust. They cracked open easily. The walkers, Greg Nicotero and his team did an awesome job. The action was fine this episode. Nothing wrong. Really good action. But it was boring. It was slow. The opening was slow. And it's build up. I rather prefer watching Maggie's episode again last week. Like, this ain't don't get me wrong, this ain't like the worst episode out of this Walking Dead. This ain't the worst, like, no. It's okay. It's not good. It's not great. It's okay. I'm not going to watch this episode. I don't need to watch this episode again. I saw it there. Oceanside Community is established. Boom. We'll see them later in the series or maybe later this season. That's fine. The only reason this episode was big was the Oceanside Community. Other than that, they wouldn't have done it. They wouldn't have. It was to establish the Oceanside. That's the big thing that comes out of this episode. Other than that, there's nothing that comes out of this episode that matters. Heath is gone. Oh, boo-hoo. No one cares. Heath is gone. He could be gone for as long as he wants. With this, like Tara, it was slow. It was boring. There was like, if you watch my reaction, it's just me making a bunch of jokes because there was nothing to it. I was just making joke after joke, laughing to myself. I still don't know how I feel about Oceanside Community yet. I did like their backstory in a way when they were talking about the girls talking about the saviors and how, you know, like you could tell they are hurt. They are scared of Negan. They ran away. They left everything, grabbed all they can, and went. And they're hiding in the woods. This little village that they created, they are scared. And you could feel it in their eyes. The girl that did it was perfect. You could technically feel all the, you know, like scared for their lives. And she says, you can't stop the saviors. It's already late. If you messed with them, you're done. Your group's probably dead. That right there was a good scene. That was a really awesome scene. See, near the end, not the last 5 minutes. I didn't care for the last 5 minutes, but the beforehand of in the woods and Tara trying to escape, all that was good. Her, you know, breathing really hard and hiding from them. That was all good. All really good. See, those are enjoyable moments out of the episode. Very few little enjoyable moments. So the only pros for this episode are the walkers looking amazing, the practical effects during the action being a little suspenseful every now and then in the woods. A very good setting for that. Also, a lot of people online were like, oh, I shipped this girl with Tara, like the girl that was talking about the saviors, the Beatrice, or I don't even remember her name. They were talking about, like, and I'm thinking to myself, no more love interest, nothing. Tara doesn't need a love interest. No more for the side character. No more love interest for that. I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't matter, woman, guy. No more love interest. We already have Rick Michonne. We don't need every single character to have a love interest. Overall, this is the weakest episode out of season 7, but it's okay. I don't need to watch it again. Last week I thought was weak. The only good stuff about last week was Stephen Ogg's character Simon talking to Gregory. That was a great scene. And then the ending with Carl and Jesus. Carl! Those were the best scenes. Only the 2 scenes. And again, I named 2 good scenes out of this tonight. So they're weak. I don't need to. Hopefully there's not another Tara episode. Hopefully there's not a Heath episode. We don't need no more of that. No more, because we could have saw Negan this episode. We could have saw Rick this episode. Now we have to wait 7 more days. Remember, 7 days. We have to wait. And then we have to wait 2 or 3 months. Yeah. I think we want every episode to count. Oceanside Community established, but then again, you wasted a week. So, that's on them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. You can comment down below to me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think about the Oceanside Community? Share with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more awesome The Walking Dead reviews every single week. Till next time, bye-bye.